guys, welcome to the Collector on a Budget series. And basically, if you don't know what this is me showcasing my collection and hopefully in the future other people's collections on what they enjoy, what they collect, their fandom, but also like showing ways to be able to save money with it or being able to, potentially like sell off items and that kind of stuff, right? So it all kind of stemmed from the fact that my collection was overtaking everything and I had way too much stuff. And I kept buying more stuff, which I kept spending money on stuff that kept living in boxes and in the closets and was never displayed and things like that. So I decided that moving forward, for the majority of my collection, outside of like rare exceptions, that I was only going to be able to add to my collection by selling off pieces of my collection that I don't need or don't want anymore. With that being said, the reason why it was getting kind of crazy was because I would just be around the house and my wife would find something and end up just putting it on my desk. It was something I forgot I even had just because it was laying in a box somewhere or in a corner on a shelf. And this is an example of it. So we moved a bunch of stuff around in our house a couple of months ago, probably longer than that. And it was in preparation for me having to redo the floor in our dining room because we have some soft spots on the floor. The whole floor needs to be redone. So I was going to rip it all up and redo the floor, whatever, right? So in the dining room were some boxes that had been there forever. And it had stuff in there that I forgot that I even owned until Grayson came up to me and said, "Dad, can I have this?" And it was like a already in box Pokemon toy set that I don't even remember buying. So I took the two boxes of junk and I brought them into my office and we are going to look at them together. I still haven't looked at them and to see what all is in there. There's no telling. So we're just going to we're going to open up the boxes and we're going to see. So first things first, pull out. We have a piece of artwork. So it is the Frank Miller cover of Wolverine. I have two of them. I actually got these at Fan Expo. I remember where I got them. Fan Expo. We got them for free for going in to go see the Frank Miller, set that they had where they were, he was actually there talking to the crowd and everything. This was over a year ago when I got that. So we'll probably end up be looking at donating those or I don't know if I'll sell them, but I'm sure there'll be someone that I can give that to and that can add to their collection. So within that box, random box of envelopes, put that to the side. There are several books in here. Dust all over the surface. So first things first, Batman, a visual history. This was actually a gift. My boss that I worked for when I first got hired on at Rally House bought me this for Christmas like 2 or 3 years ago. And it has all the various comic book covers and artwork for Batman all the way from Batman's conception until what looks to be... Oh, that's a really cool piece of artwork. What looks to be 2014. So this is definitely like a coffee table book. Not going to be getting rid of that for two reasons. One, it's cool. And second, it was a gift. But wait, there's more. Little pin holder. I'll give that to Grayson. I have my Life in Sketches sketchbook. So, most of you don't know this because if you follow my artwork, you know that a lot of it is photography. But I actually do draw. I did draw. I'm not great at it. People tell me I'm good, but I mean, you know how that goes when it goes to your own art. Have never used this. There is not a single page drawn on. So that is probably going into the donate or get rid of pile. God of War Collector's Edition Guide. I will tell you what's funny about this is that the God of War game, phenomenal. I loved it. Ragnarok, I thought was even better. I don't even know why I bought this, where I bought it. You can tell I hadn't even used it yet. But these collector's edition guides is definitely something that I like to keep in my collection just because I think they're cool to be able to revisit and look at. And I hope one day Grayson wants to pick up a controller and say, Dad, what is this God of War game? And I say, son, use this strategy guide. Go on, save the world. Alright, moving forward. This is an Assassin's Creed strategy guide. This is for Assassin's Creed Unity. Never played it. It's going in a donation pile. Don't even know where I came from. This, though, when I bought my first Sideshow collectible, it was the Hawk Wolverine statue of the reimagining of Hawk 181, the cover with Hawk and Wolverine. And I had some rewards and some credits, so I bought this book, which has a lot of Sideshow collectible statues in it. And it shows like the statues and their detail while giving you just a little bit of like added quotes and, you know, little snippets about the statues they make. This is the kind of shit that gets me in trouble because I end up wanting all these statues and these are not cheap. So this stays in my collection. I'm keeping that. We're getting down to the end of the first box here. Alright. Handful of things here. Random notebook. That actually has a little bit of my artwork in it. See here. Ellie in the space suit. From The Last of Us. A little bit of chicken scratch from the cauldron symbols from Horizon Zero Dawn. Silhouette of Mickey Mouse. That's really about it. This is probably going in the trash. Random computer mouse pad. Alright, got a couple other things here. This thing, I don't know why, decided that I wanted to be a detective and to solve unsolved case files. So I found this website that sends you made up case files to be able to go over and see if you can figure it out. I opened it. That was the extent of it, so that's going away. Comic notebook. This walks you through templates for creating your own comic book. Pretty useful tool. I'm going to keep this because, not because I want to draw my own comic, but because one of my projects after I finish making my Batgirl fan film is I want to make a graphic novel to where the artwork is actually photography work and it's done with cosplayers in those characters. So that will help me with a great template. And then this guy. Listen, my best friends, Aaron and Brittany, they gave me this several years ago just for me to be able to kind of draw and you know, enjoy, just because they know I'm a huge Batman fan. And I have never colored in it. But you know what? That was pre-Grayson. So, over 5 years ago. We are going to color with Grayson with that. So we're going to keep that. I think that would be fun. So, that's the end of box number 1. Box number 2. It is a bag for your camera to be able to shoot in the rain. Going to keep that just because, one, you can never have too much protection for your camera equipment. But two, I'm doing the film of the Batgirl fan film, and you never know when I might need it for the rain. This is a super gauge. Okay. I think I got that for Christmas, I'm pretty sure. Power cable. Looks like a monitor power cable. Don't even have a monitor. Some sparklers. So the reason why I had these, I actually just remembered, is because when I was doing cosplay photography, I wanted to do a cosplay photo shoot at Jubilee, and thought the sparklers would be good for that. So, all right, we got some good stuff coming up. So, these were what Grayson saw that he wanted to be able to open up and play with. These are 2 battle figure packs for Pokemon. You have Mew and Mewtwo, and you have Pikachu and Charizard. He is not getting either one of those. However, I don't even know what I'm going to do with them. I might give them to him. We'll see. This is a Pokemon trainer trivia set. Let's see.
Hello, trainers. Each of you choose a Pokemon and press it. When everyone is done, press the white part of the Pokeball.
I mean, I'm going Charmander.
Okay, Red Trainer, your Pokemon is Charmander. I'm gonna give some facts about the Pokemon universe. It's up to you to guess if they're true or false. To answer, press the white part of the Pokeball for true or the red part for false. Be quick.
Let's go.
You only have 5 seconds to answer.
Alright.
Your Pokemon starts with 10 points. If you make a mistake, it loses 2 points. Try to give as many correct answers as you can before your Pokemon has no points left. But watch out, Team Rocket is lurking around. Who knows to what tricks they're up to?
I don't think I've ever
Let's
played
begin.
this yet. Lights up some more.
True or false? Regirock's body is entirely made up of rocks. What's your answer?
I mean, it's true.
That was true. Well done.
Thank you.
True or false? The Master Ball can be bought in a Pokemon Mart.
False. I know my Pokemon.
That was false.
Man, they drag this shit
True
out.
or false? Meowth has a golden coin on its head.
Yes. It's also one of the Pokemon that can talk, right? I think so.
True or false? Electric-type moves are very efficient against water-type Pokemon.
Yes. Zap that shit.
That was true. Wow! Here's a trainer who has the makings of a champion.
It's me. It's me.
Watch out! A grunt is attacking your Pokemon. If you give the wrong answer, your Pokemon loses 3 points.
Okay.
True or false? There is a berry that can heal confusion.
I'm gonna say true because that's you kind of have that in anything. Okay.
That was true. Good job. We managed to.
We're moving on. I obviously know my Pokemon shit. Alright, we got a few more things in here. Yeah, it's a diaper box. Diaper box for size 3. Grayson hasn't been in a size 3 in 10 years. Notre Dame stickers. Let's go Irish. We have a baby Grogu that will strap on and live on your shoulder. Did you say strap in or strap on? Extra points if you know that reference. Got this from Galaxy's Edge when we first went there in Disney World. Little Spider-Man plushie. Oh, shit. COVID mask. Remember these days? Nostalgia. Alright, a few more things. Land speeder. Looks like some just old microphones. Notre Dame key lanyard. Little tripod. And a small little Lego or building block Pokeball. The rest of it's kind of trash in there. So I gotta get the collecting under control. So I'm gonna hold on to a couple of the books. I'm gonna put the Mewtwo and Mew on display because I don't have that, and I really like the Mew and Mewtwo set. I'm gonna go ahead and give Grayson this one. And I think the rest of it I'm gonna kind of donate. So I don't see anything here that is necessarily worth selling off to add to the collection fund. Maybe potentially the Assassin's Creed Unity book, and I don't know, maybe the Baby Grogu. But hey, you know what? Our collections, we're downsizing. I'm getting rid of about half of it. That's progress, right? So thank you guys for joining me. Out of everything I picked through, what would you add to your collection if you had the opportunity? And what is in your collection that you wouldn't get rid of? Do you have just random shit laying around the house? Engage with me. I want to know. Tell me about your collection. Thanks, guys.